All right, so we're trying a new camera. I'm not sure the microphone's working, but I'm going to go forward with it anyway and hope that we're just live and we're doing it. So you saw the quote this morning. It said, "You're so lucky." And I got an unrelated story about a feel-good story regarding Steve Perry. And myself, really. But I thought I'd share it with you. It was fun last night. So you're so lucky. What brought this up? Well, every once in a while, something happens in my life where I go, man, that's coincidence, and then you remind yourself what luck really is, right? We're going to go there real quick. I got this new camera. I'm trying to adjust it for you guys. Any better or not, but so what is luck, and how do you get lucky, and what makes other people more lucky than others? And so I pulled up the definition. I'm going to read it for you, whether that's neither here nor there, right? But success, luck, is defined as success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions. And I've heard many people disagree with that. And while I'm, as a philosopher, I don't solidly disagree with any provocative ideas or thought processes like that, but I do tend to swing the other way on this. And I'll share that with you right now. Chance favors the prepared mind. You remember hearing that quote? And one of the other ones, luck equals preparedness. When preparedness meets opportunity. And I like that one. So when people say, hey, you're really lucky, or, I was unlucky, or this, I kind of believe that it's through our own actions, and we can kind of control just how lucky we are. So I wrote down some, 6 or 7 tips on how to be more lucky in either direction, really. And then I'll share a story with you about Steve Perry real quick, and my mom. All right, so luck. When you prepare yourself, when you're in your life, and whether it's martial arts or whether it's business or a relationship, and you're training, okay? So in martial arts, you train for situations that you may encounter. And if you're a sport martial artist, you're training for the sport. If you're a competitive martial artist, and there's a difference there, you train for competitiveness. If you're a self-defense martial artist, you train to protect yourself in self-defense and how far you're willing to go, and so on and so forth. If you're a health martial artist or a lifestyle martial artist, it's different there too. And you get lucky. And what I mean by lucky is opportunities present themselves for you to use your skill. Now, is that good luck or bad luck? Are you in the right place at the wrong time, or the wrong place at the right time, or both, right? So if you focus on fighting, you will probably develop an opportunity to fight. If you focus on the sport, and if you train right for the sport, or you train right for the competitiveness, you can lead yourself to great victories and accomplishments if that's what you're looking for. If you're training for self-defense, the mindset is to avoid altercations and problems, but be ready for it if it happens, and you will create the lucky opportunity that you may never have to use your skill. That's just the martial arts aspect. When you look at business and you look at relationships, it's the same thing. How lucky are you in business? How lucky are you in love? When I say lucky, I don't just mean good luck. I mean bad luck, because people define themselves by those two simple terms, good and bad luck, right? So they go, how lucky am I? I have the worst luck in business, or the worst luck in love. Well, keep telling yourself that. It's going to manifest itself to be true, correct? You've got to believe that. You really do. If you don't, I'm not going to force you to believe anything that I believe, that's for sure. But I will share this with you. If you can change your mindset, you will change your luck. You will, absolutely. And one of the things that you can do, believe that you're lucky. And this actually, when I looked it up, you Google stuff, and I look across the board for all types of when I come on here with definitions and things like that, I don't just look at one source. I look at a lot of sources for information. And one of them, believe it or not, said, believe that you're lucky. And I believe that. I believe that, if you have the common goodness feeling that, I'm just a lucky person, it's probably going to bring that to you. If nothing else, it will point it out to you every time it happens, and you will pay more attention to the good things that you have than the bad things. And that takes me to number 2, and it's not really number 2. There's no order or precedence, but be grateful. Show gratitude. And we talk about this a lot, but if you get up and you start, even if you have very little compared to whatever, in any situation in life, if you are grateful for all the little things, and I listen to what quite successful people. And when I say successful, I mean by standard definitions and terms, because there's all types of success. We know that. But, I'll listen to some of my favorite people like Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith. And when these guys, they have their speech, Arnold Schwarzenegger, some of the people that I choose to use as mentors in certain areas of my life. And every one of them, Jim Quick, they will all tell you that gratitude and even being grateful for the challenges and being grateful for the rough times in your life, it's important to show gratitude for that. Because if you look at it in another way, you have to either believe, one, you're a victim and it's happening to you and there's nothing you can do about it, or two, when it happens, it's going to drag you down. And the more you feel like it's dragging you down, the more you're going to be down, and it's just spiraling staircase. So be grateful for everything. Be clear about your goals. This is my favorite. When you feel you're most lucky, wow, I was lucky that I ran into that person, or it was really lucky that took place or that happened. And it's generally because you're prepared, you're ready to witness it, to see it, to accept it at that time. You're vibrating, I know, in the right frequency that connects with the opportunity that's been put in front of you. And I'd be willing to bet that there's a lot of opportunities that we have in our lives that we just don't see. We're not ready to see them, or we witness them and we don't recognize them. Do you believe that? Do you follow me? So being lucky can be a matter of being prepared and being ready for it, being clear on what you want. Because I tell you what, the reticular activating system, you hear me say that phrase a lot. When something is important to you, you will see it because you will recognize it as important to you everywhere. And I use the example of a new car, or not a brand new car, but your new car. You go out and you buy a car, and pretty soon you notice everybody's driving that car. And that's my car. I just bought that, and now there's a ton of those on the road. It's not that everybody went out and bought it at the same time you did. It's the fact that now it's important to you. It means something, and your mind and your brain and your reticular activating system says, pay attention, there it is. And it's there. When you look for love, and you can clearly define love and what it means to you, what you're willing to do, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept, those parameters, and you don't want to make them, well, I'm not going to tell you how to choose your love. When you do that, it will appear. It may take time depending on, and I've had this conversation with some clients, if you put yourself in a small environment and you have really high, really stringent standards on looks, attitudes, tone of voice, dollar amounts of income for the right mate that you're looking for, chances are it might take you a little while to find that person. Maybe not, but think about it. If you're in a small environment and you've got these really rigid definitions, it may be outside that you need to look for it. So your environment plays a role in your luck as well. And that's one of the other ones here. Surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with the right circumstances, and be open to opportunities, because opportunities sometimes are gifts in disguise. And sometimes they disguise themselves as something you never even thought that you were looking for. So be open to opportunities. Increase your karmic score. You want to be lucky? Be nice. I know if you don't believe in karma, you don't have to. It's like believing in gravity. And I just want to share with you my opinion on karma. I don't believe there's a karmic scoreboard somewhere where you do this and boom, this bad stuff happens because of this automatic. But I do believe your mindset, and you've heard of a guilty conscience. I believe when you do things that you know are not correct or not right, and you don't make them right, you carry that forward and you create your own karmic results. That's my belief. I don't believe there's a scoreboard, and that's just me though, okay? But increase your karmic score, and that's with yourself. Okay, so let me see if I covered them all. Believe you're lucky, be clear about your goals, be open to opportunities, surround yourself with the right people and situations and circumstances, increase your karmic score, practice gratitude, be proactive, go for what you want, look for the things you need, and work hard and be proactive in your life. And then the last one, relax. You want to be lucky, don't stress about stuff. Just relax. It's going to come to you. Vibrate at the right frequency. Have a good time. All right, Steve Perry, you ready? Oh, and on that luck issue, I got really lucky last night. It's pretty cool. I'll post on here. I'm not talking about my wife. You know, we're fantastic, but well, not too. But anyway, my son and I, we talk about doing projects together, and you know, in our lives, in your life too, I'm sure you've had a couple of your favorite things that you've had, automobiles, whatever, and one of them came back around that my son and I are actually going to get to, and my wife, we're actually going to get to rebuild one of my high school automobiles. And it's pretty cool. It's a 1982 IROC Z28. And, you know, it's not in great shape. It's by no means. It's definitely a fixer-upper. But it just, you know, you look for it. And I've seen a few over the years, and I thought, you know, it'd be nice to do that. And the opportunity was perfect this time, and the situation was right. And we're trading for it. And it's gonna happen. So I did not open the door. Brief pause. Look at the stuff behind me. I'll be right back. Oh, it's my fault. All right. Did you? And I love it. And unstable. Man, yeah, there we go. So I sing for a Steve Perry. I sing for a Journey tribute band. I've done that for a while, and I love Journey's music. I don't know many people who don't. You'll hear people say because it's overplayed. Well, that's success, but and it happens. But so I sing for the Journey tribute band, and you know I kind of got a nose, and I cut all my hair off, so I have hair that I bought that I wear on stage. You'll see the picture; it'll be there. But that's beside the point. I am capable of singing like Steve Perry. One, because I told myself I could. Two, I've been practicing singing a long time, but I don't try to sing like Steve Perry. I don't try to imitate Steve Perry when I'm on stage. I feel the music, I listen to the music, and I repeat what it sounds like to me in my heart, in my head, over the microphone. And it comes out, and it's easy. For me, I'm so lucky. It's easy for me to sing Steve Perry. It's easy for me to sing Queensryche. It's easy for me to sing Camelot. It's easy for me to sing Ronnie James Dio. It's just my voice. And so my mom, you love your mom. I love my mom a lot. She calls me yesterday, and she tells me, hey, you know, we're talking about other things too. But she goes, you know, the other day I was in the store getting my phone updated or fixed. She's getting her phone fixed, and she's got some videos of me on her phone. And I'm pretty sure and I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm going to assume here that because she said my music was playing, which means I assume she probably let him know, hey, I want those transferred on my new phone or whatever it was. But the guy at the store, excuse me, said, oh my God, he was listening to me sing Journey, but he didn't know, you know, my mom or me. And he's like, and she said, that's my son. And he said, oh my God. And he got all excited and let me shake your hand. And he was shaking my mom's hand. And, oh, you know, that's so nice to meet you. And this is exciting. And all that stuff. My mom's like, wait. It's my son. But he's not the singer for Journey. And they're like, that's not Steve Perry. They kind of, you know, but what I love about that, it's not the recognition that maybe I'm close to that or you know my voice sounds anything like that. It's not what I'm saying. If it does, I'm grateful and I'm honored that I can do that. Steve did all the work. Neil, he wrote the songs. It's their baby. I get to share it. But what I love about it is my mom's interaction with people regarding it. How it's fun for her, and I know it is because it's fun for me too. At times, it's fun for her to hear that and see that and connect with people in that way, and you know, be able to say, "Hey, yeah, I did that. That's my boy." And so I love that, and I hope my mom gets to see this, and I hope that continues for her. I may not be singing that stuff forever, but I really enjoy it, and I enjoy connecting with the fans of Journey and my fans as well. But that's kind of a cool story for my mom. So Steve Perry, thank you for plowing the way and singing such great songs in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s for us. And Neil and all the guys at Journey for writing the music that people love. And, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I actually get to stand on stage in a small way, just, for fun, and share that energy with your fans and my fans. And it's pretty amazing. Those songs are great. And you'll see me come on here and later, my time's up. You'll see me come on here later this year and give you some information about how music can change not only your life, but your health. And I can't give you all the details right now because we're in the works of doing this series of speeches with a pretty big organization. And I need to keep it fresh and new, so I made that arrangement. But we'll come on there this year, and I'll share that with you and how it saved my life. And I don't just mean in a metaphorical, I mean in a physical way, how my music, not just music, but other things, but music was a big part of it, affected my life in a not so positive way. And then 2, how I was capable of using it to bring myself back. And I'll share that with you. So have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'll see you tomorrow for our Adkins Results Coaching. We're going to approach the subject on the brain again. We're going to talk about some of the things that we discussed last Friday about what you eat and how that affects your mind and your brain and your memory. And I'm going to give you some more information about the separation of the two between your mind and your memory. All right. Have a great day. I hope the camera worked. I definitely hope the microphone's working. If it's not, I will see you later. I love you. On your mark, get set, grow.